ReefDVMs coming at you with a kind of a good cold winter project. We're testing out some heat mats for starting seeds in the upcoming season, maybe in about a month or so in March. It's the end of January, beginning of February on the farm, and the greenhouse is doing well. And we invested in kind of like a heat mat kit. You can get these on Amazon fairly cheap. A couple mats and a thermostat to help run it, where a little probe goes in your dirt. For probably 50-60 bucks. A whole setup like this costs. We were opening it up and she's trying to work with it, and the mats were very rolled up, let's put it that way. We struggled to get them as flat as we could. They had a lot of memory in the plastic and so forth. We actually finally found the best way to do it, believe it or not, was to plug them in inside the house and get them to lay flat. Our goal is when we start up in March, we'll turn the heat on in the greenhouse, and then we'll turn these on, and these will assist in actually keeping the dirt warm through the night, along with the actual heater inside the greenhouse. Right now, as you can see, we laid them out on the floor and just plugged them in. It was the simplest way to get them to start to lay flat so we could actually work with them. Once we got done with this, we unplugged this all and headed down to a very cold greenhouse. The beginning of February here, end of January, typically nights it's about maybe 2 below. The greenhouse has been running around 27, 28 degrees, and we do have frozen potted dirt in the greenhouse, which is great. I know this isn't the best picture here, but it says it's about 27.5 degrees in the greenhouse right now, and that's what it is on this dirt. The greenhouse does heat up a little bit in the daytime, but it's been pretty cloudy, and we actually want to do this test at night, so that the sun doesn't affect our temperature readings when we're trying to see what these mats can do. These electric mats are supposed to take the temperature of the dirt and rise it at least 10 to 20 degrees. And like I said, the greenhouse right now is about 27, 28 degrees inside it. The dirt's frozen, not real bad, but still frozen. So this is a good time to test these mats out and see how well they work. There is no seeds inside the pots that we're going to be using. They're just filled with kind of like dirt from fall that's frozen. So we're going to lay some mats here out on the big tray, and then we're going to put the pots of dirt right on them, and then we'll plug it in and crank up the system and get it going. We're going to use 3 sets of 27, 28 degree frozen potted dirt, just kind of to be able to, get a good bearing on the mats. One's going to be on the smaller mat, the other 2 are going to be on the larger mat. We're going to just plug everything into the thermostat underneath the cart, and then we're going to take the temperature probe eventually for the thermostat and put it in the dirt. We'll set the temperature for the sake of this test on the thermostat at like 85 degrees. I don't expect it to probably get the dirt to 85 degrees and the type of cold that we have typically the 1st of February here in Minnesota. But I do expect it to hopefully be able to warm the dirt, 10 to 20 degrees like it says it can. So at this point, dirt's at 27, 28. We're just finishing up the wiring here. It's going to be nothing pretty. It's just going to be functional. We're going to plug these 2 heated mats in. We've got them on the thermostat, and then like I said, we're going to go up top here and shove the temperature probe in the top of the dirt and kind of get things going. And we're going to start this and run this for about 10 hours tonight, and then we're going to come back while it's still dark and check the temperature of the dirt, and hopefully it'll be 10 to 20 degrees warmer than what it's supposed to. I know right now it's reading about 40 something, but we're not actually in the dirt yet. So here we are setting it at 85 degrees, so the temperature is going to be set at 85, and then we're going to go take the probe up top and shove it into the middle of one of these containers that's got enough of a crack in the dirt to get the probe in. And then we're going to follow the manufacturer's specs. We're going to put the plastic covers over the top of these. And, we never seal those exactly tight. They do sweat. They have moisture in them after a while, which is, legitimate as you're trying to grow things. You want it to be nice and moist. So we're just going to lay them on top like we always do and see how these things go. This dirt, like I said, right now is about 27, 28 degrees. It's about 6 o'clock at night. So we can zap it here and see where it's at right now before we start. 29, that's where it's at. It's at 29 degrees before we start here. It's about, like I said, 6 o'clock at night. We'll put our white covers on, and we're going to let this cook tonight. We're just going to see what these seed mats can do as far as, helping warm up this dirt and help get through these, cold nights. It won't be this cold in March here when we're using them, but again, we're just testing it out. And again, the reason we're doing it at night is I don't want the sun beating in here, warming up this dirt and kind of screwing things up for me. I really want to just see what the heat mats can do. So we'll take a little break. We'll be back, in 7-8 hours, and we'll see what these things hopefully over the night have done. And if they've done like we'd like, they'll be up another 20 degrees. So we're coming back into the greenhouse. It's about 10 hours later, and the outside temp right now I think is about 2 below. So it's 2 below outside. The inside of the greenhouse temperature is right around 24, 25 degrees. But if we go down to the bottom down here after 10 hours, the seed mats are at 46.5. That is the temperature probe inside the dirt of these pots. That is impressive after 10 hours. I'm actually impressed. We're starting to get things to really thaw up nice. I can actually pick up some of the dirt. It's starting to crumble and break up, which is nice. It's not hard and rocky frozen like it was a little bit earlier tonight. I'm really impressed. It took those pots 10 hours, but it took them from about 29 degrees up to 46. Not quite 20, but close enough. I'm really happy to have these seed mats. I hope they work out well here this spring. Thanks for watching my little setup and review of them. Please like or subscribe, and we'll keep putting out great videos like this, folks. Thank you.